Here, E.N.D here, day 2 for the spoilers of Kaldheim. I don't know if yesterday you managed to follow the official presentation of the set. Personally, I liked it, especially the metal band part. Only one remark, no trailer. I missed having a trailer similar to War of the Spark, Throne of Eldraine, Terrors Beyond Death, Ikoria or Zendikar Rising. Anyway, let's start the spoiler with Vorinclex Monstrous Rider. This card have been leaked and have been a preview card of Star City Games, and it's officially in Kaldheim, Vorinclex Monstrous Rider. There's something very interesting about this card, and that is that the card will come in this particular version with Phyrexian language. We know that these type of cards, let's take an example like Elsinore or the Swamp of Jumpstars, these cards tend to hold quite a good amount of value because they are quite chaste. Phyrexian language, Vorinclex. Behold the Multiverse, 3 and 1 blue, it's an instant, scry 2, then draw 2 cards, Foretell for 1 and 1 blue. Raven Form, 2 and 1 blue, it's a sorcery, exile target artifact or creature, its controller creates a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying, Foretell 1 blue. Augury Raven, 3 and 1 blue, it's a 3/3, flying, Foretell 1 and 1 blue. If you don't know how to play Foretell, I did a tutorial explaining how this particular mechanic is played, and I will leave it as a link at the end of this video. Village Rites, yes, a reprint of Village Rites for 1 black, instant, as an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards with new artwork. Comas Faithful, 2 and 1 black, it's a 3/1 lifelink. When it dies, each player mills 3 cards. Seize the Spoils, 2 and 1 red, it's a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast the spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. Sculptor of Winter for 1 and 1 green, it's a 2/2. It's a snow creature, therefore they have this particular special frozen showcase. Tap, untap, target snow land. Glitter Frost for 2 and 1 green, it's a snow enchantment aura, enchanted land, it's snow. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of any color. Giant's Amulet for 1 blue, it's an artifact equipment. Enters the battlefield, you may pay 3 and 1 blue. If you do, you create a 4/4 blue giant wizard creature token, then attach it to it. Equipped creature gets +0/+1 and this creature has proof as long as it's untapped, equipped to. Glimpse the Cosmos for 1 and 1 blue, it's a sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. As long as you control a giant, you may cast Glimpse of the Cosmos from your graveyard, paying 1 blue mana rather than paying its mana cost. If you cast Glimpse of the Cosmos this way, you have to exile it. Hailstone Valkyrie, 3 and 1 black, it's a snow creature, 2/2, flying trample for 2 snow mana, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Path to the World Tree, 1 and 1 green, it's an enchantment. Enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. 2 and 5 color manas, sacrifice it, you gain 2 life, draw 2 cards, target opponent loses 2 life. It deals 2 damage to up to 1 target creature, you create 2/2 green bear creature token. The Trickster God Heist, 2 and 1 blue and 1 black. This is an enchantment saga. Chapter 1, you may exchange control of 2 target creatures. Chapter 2, you may exchange control of 2 target non-basic, non-creature permanents that share a card type. Chapter 3, target player loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Forging the Tyrant Sword for 1 red and 1 white. This is also an enchantment saga. Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, you create a treasure token. Chapter 3, search your library for a card named Halvar God of Battle or an equipment card. Reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Brettergard Stronghold, this is a land. Enters the battlefield tapped, tap for 1 green. For 1 green and 2 white, you tap, you sacrifice it, you put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures you control. They gain vigilance and lifelink until end of turn. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Cosmos Charger, the first rare card, 3 and 1 blue, it's a 3/3, has flash, has flying. Foretelling cards from your hand cost 1 generic mana less and can be done on any player's turn. Very, very good, in my opinion, ability. Foretell, 2 and 1 blue. Because it has flash, you can cast it on the next turn, that is, of your opponent. Reflection of Latia, 4 and 1 blue, it's an enchantment. Enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, copy that spell and you will create a token. Kolvori, God of Kinship, 2 and 2 green, it's a 2/4, legendary creature, it's a god. As long as you control 3 or more legendary creatures, it gets +4/+2 and has vigilance. For 1 and 1 green, you tap, look at the top 6 cards of your library, you may reveal a legendary creature from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. Remember I told you yesterday that all gods in Kaldheim will be model double face cards. So you can choose to play Kolvori or you can choose to play the Ringret Crest. For 1 and 1 green legendary artifact, as long as it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type, tap, add 1 green, spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type or legendary creature. Goldspan Dragon, this is a very good dragon creature. 3 and 2 red, it's a 4/4 flying haste. Whenever it attacks or becomes the target of a spell, you create a treasure token. Treasures you control have sacrifice this artifact, add 2 mana of any one color. Very, very good card in my opinion. TYVAR KELL, one of the 4 planeswalkers in Kaldheim, 2 and 2 green, comes in play with 3 loyalty counters. Elves you control have tap at 1 black mana, +1. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to target elf, untap it, it gains that touch until end of turn. 0. Create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. -6. You get an emblem. Whenever you cast an elf spell, it gains haste until end of turn and you draw 2 cards. In my opinion, this is a very interesting planeswalker card. First of all, it goes perfect and hand in hand with any elf deck out there. So if you play elf, you need this card in your deck. In standard, personally I don't think it will see a lot of play, but let's wait for the meta of standard, how it will be shaped after Kaldheim. Last card in the spoiler, Esika, God of the Tree, for 1 and 2 green. It's a legendary creature god, it's a mythic card, it's a 1/4 vigilance, tap, add 1 mana of any color. Other legendary creatures you control have vigilance and tap, add 1 mana of any color. This is one of those model double face god cards in Kaldheim, therefore you can choose to play Esika or you can choose to play the Prismatic Bridge. You need the 5 colors, 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red and 1 green. Legend enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards from top of your library until you reveal a creature or planeswalker. Put that card on the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Very difficult to cast, but if you have certain particular decks that can manage to put the 5 colors in play on turn 5, this card can be devastating. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are enjoying the spoilers of Kaldheim. As always, subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.